guys, welcome back to another video. And I have some good news today. Good news is it should be a pretty good video. Bad news is I lost a lot of the first part. So as you can see here, we're in a position where you don't know what's going on, but I'll get you caught up and then I'll put in whatever clips I did have. So as you guys saw, we have new headlights. I decided to keep them just because I can run those for a little while and then eventually trade or get new lenses for the OEM headlights, put the lenses on the OEM headlights and put the OEM ones back on, or keep those, sell the other ones, vice versa. But I have a pair, so I'm gonna put them on the front here. And then we did get that black front bumper. So we're gonna do the headlights and the black front bumper. And that way we can roll around for a little while. I am waiting for a DMV still. It's been a few weeks, but you know, as soon as it gives us good to go, we'll be driving this thing pretty often just to sort it out, see what's wrong. I know we need suspension, brakes, and a few little maintenance items. So for now, like I said, this is what it looks like, but we're gonna go ahead and knock out the front bumper and the two headlights. Okay, so now we got the bumper off, obviously. I went ahead and pressure washed some of this stuff here. Try to use some of that paint stripper or the graffiti remover. It did clean that up a little bit. It looks a little blacker now. It used to be all oversprayed red, but it looks decent. This is all a little cleaner. So this is as much as I'm gonna do for now. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna do both the wheel wells, clean that off with the greaser, clean all the wheel wells and stuff like that, and get that going. But for now, let me show you guys the headlights. Swapped over all the modules already. It's the same style. It really looks exactly the same, besides the fact that it doesn't say BMW, I think, like right here, but it still looks pretty good in my opinion. So now we're gonna slap both these headlights in, put that front bumper on, and see what our front end looks like. And then after that, we're actually gonna do the rear bumper as well, and then start to remove some of this OEM wide body. First things first, we'll start this driver's side. As you guys probably know, there's two T30s that go back here, and then a 10 mil up here, and then the final bolt here. So it actually doesn't have a lot. That would have more, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna put that headlight, put it here, start bolting that up. All right, just like that, we got the first one in. Looks glorious. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in the car and turn the corner lights on, AKA the halos. Sheesh, that looks really good actually. I'm pretty hyped on how it turned out. So as you can see, we have the halos and we have the OEM stuff, all the OEM modules, so everything should work fine. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one in, put the other headlight in, and then we'll get that bumper on. All right, we got both headlights on. Before I tighten everything, I'm gonna put the front bumper on so we can align the headlights correctly and then bolt everything up finally, and then we should have a clean front end. Front bumper, got the two fog lights in, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set this up, put it on, adjust the headlight accordingly. This one's still a little loose, this one's still a little loose, so I can adjust it and then tighten the screws in the rear and the front. And that's what's nice about these cars. You can actually put the bumper on, keep the headlight kind of loose, and then adjust it accordingly from the back, as opposed to like E90s or E92s and E90s where the bolts are all in the front, so you can't really do that. Here, every bolt's facing backwards, so you can put this on, adjust it, tighten it the way it should be, and you're good to go. So let me throw this on real quick. All right, so as you guys saw, we got that front end looking mint. Looks pretty good. Got the headlights. I do have an adaptive warning. I'm not sure what that's for. I think I put one in first and it was fine. And I put the other one in and I had adaptive fault. So I'm gonna see what fault it is, see if I can clear it. I'm wondering if it's just because I plugged these headlights in while the car was on. Something like that, I'll figure it out. But regardless, looks good. Front end looks better than it did. And then one thing I also did was we're actually going to be running our VMR style wheels. We got a set for I think 150 bucks that one time, so I still have all four. So I'm gonna probably run those for now. So I'm trying to get tires, get those set up so we can at least have a full set of wheels that match completely. We'll be good to go. The temporary goal is that we go ahead and remove most of this wide body here. As you can see, it looks pretty bad. So the goal is to remove most of this, split the bumper, pull the bumper off so we can put our new rear bumper. And obviously I'm still sanding here a little bit, but the goal is to get the new rear bumper, take the tips, sand all the overspray off of them, maybe paint them black tonight, get that rear bumper on here, and then our rear end will be a little closer to what the end goal is, which is just anything better than this. As you guys saw, I just basically pulled on this because it's all like one solid piece here. And there's a very thin layer here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull on this side basically and see if the rear bumper comes off, which it should. So there's what's holding our bumper together, this fiberglass material. And that's off. So now we have our ugly rear bumper off. We still have our OEM vent installed, so I'll pull this off as well. Piece of junk. And now what I'm probably gonna do is take like a spatula here and just start peeling up on this fiberglass. You see that? So this is like a plastic over fender. I gotta, oh shoot, is that it? Oh, that is a wood screw. I got a couple screws down here. I'm gonna take those out real quick. All right, so I'm trying to rip off this over fender here, so it's going pretty good. It's a disgusting job. Move this wheel. Okay, continue to, and that's that. All right, after a little bit of work, we finally got this rear bumper on. As you can see there, it looks pretty good there, fits flush. I ripped this off, obviously. This side's looking flush. I went ahead and spray painted the tips, gloss black. They were kind of ugly before. They were like painted to this horrible like house paint or something. And then with the razor for the last hour, I've been kind of chipping away at some of this paint slash, as you can see there, like filler or bond, or like the, what is it called? That fiberglass. I was like, chipping away at it. So that's looking good. As you can see here, this is basically how our fitment's gonna be. That's our gap there. The gap will close a little bit when you put wrap because it adds a little bit of thickness to both ends because you wrap past it. And then yeah, it's looking pretty good for like a project car, I guess you could say. I've been sanding the trunk. And really, this thing just needs a lot of work and a lot of time. Slowly starting to come around. So it's definitely work in progress. I'm still filming some of it, but at the same time, I'm not, just because you guys know I still don't have the title yet. It's been 2-3 weeks. It's a whole DMV issue. So this car isn't mine. So potentially I can get a call tomorrow saying, hey, title didn't go through. You can't title the car in your name, unfortunately. Do whatever you got to do. So then I had to do, part it out or sell everything I bought. And that's just a lot of work. And I guess if there's a good deal, I'm gonna buy it just because I can resell it. Like the interior door is already gone. I didn't end up swapping the interior. I'm just gonna keep the black for now and probably get like a leather dye some of the parts that are a little ugly, and then get a red interior later down the road. But for now, that looks pretty good for what it is. I still got to work, like I said. It's just, this project sucks, but, or this part of the project sucks, not the project. I love the project. Don't get mad at me, don't break. But, you know, like the whole sanding and everything kind of does suck. So we got the new front end. We got the new rear bumper in the trunk. So that being said, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.